Hi ho, it's off to where we go. Dum 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 dum. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Oh, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. And welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related, and consciousness is our canvas. We've got another fantastic day today. I'm out with my two compadres, Paddy and Willow. There's Willow, she's probably eating poo. Out of 10, Willow, what would you rate it? 2 out of 10, okay. Yeah, Willow's just doing a poo review. We call her the turd burglar because basically what she does, she's constantly sniffing around, looking around, and you know what dogs are like anyway. And Paddy's not as bad, but yeah, dogs will be dogs. Oh, and she's yeah, so yeah, but welcome to the channel. Thank you everyone for tuning in, everyone for watching my videos, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I really do appreciate the support, so thank you very much for that. But yeah, today we are just on a nice chilled one. We are going through the local woods. Down here we've got the brook. It's absolutely fantastic. Just a really good way to ground yourself, get into nature, you know, and just be present in the moment, because you know, when you boil it all down, that is literally all we can control is the present. You know, sometimes we get caught up worrying about the past, things that have happened, things that no longer serve us either. But you know, just let all that go and just focus on what you are, which is right here, right now, Christ consciousness. So yeah, the dogs are out and about, having the time of their lives. I absolutely love it around here. It's just so peaceful and tranquil. But yeah, back to what I was saying, you know, that's what it all pretty much boils down to in life, is just just being present in the moment. And also being, you know, every morning when you get up, I always like to practice gratitude. You know, just pick something, you know, it could be anything, like, oh, I'm grateful for, you know, I'm grateful for my feet and my legs so I can walk, you know, or I'm grateful for the food in my cup. It could be anything, you know, because when you practice and show gratitude, basically what that does is it makes you feel good, but then in turn it changes the frequency on which you vibrate on. So if you want to be like vibrating on a high frequency, because all we are essentially, when you break it all down, see, I've studied a little bit of Nikola Tesla and his 369 theories, and you know, it all boils down to our frequency and the law of attraction. Because literally, with the right mindset and like feeling like you've got the desired outcome already, it's like you set the tone for the day. You know, you turn around and you say, you know, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am abundant, but feel as though you've already got that desired outcome. Or like maybe if you was to say, I am a multi-millionaire, you know, I am a multi-millionaire, I am rich, I've got vast amounts of wealth flowing into my life easily and effortlessly. It's like a river and a fountain of wealth and abundance which is constantly flowing into my life. I am so grateful and thankful. Thank you so much. You know, just practicing these things, but feeling as though you've already got that desired outcome. Because, you know, I've already mentioned it a few times on some of my other videos, and basically, you know, if you already feel as though you have that outcome, irrelevant of your external circumstances controlling your inner world, then your outer world has to reflect that. And that doesn't mean to say that, oh yeah, you know, you do it for a day or two and, you know, like you expect to see examples or results straight away. you know, it doesn't work like that. You've just got to basically just keep going, doing it. Keep, you know, just basically keep practicing it and just knowing what you already are. And then eventually your subconscious doesn't know whether you're telling the truth or whether you're not. Because that's your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is always aware and knows. So if you're telling yourself like I am healthy, you know, it could be anything like I have the perfect body, or I have the perfect relationship, or I have the perfect partner in my life. Even if you don't, eventually over time, the universe will have to reflect that, because your reality is just, your subconscious mind is literally just a self-reflection or a projection of what your reality is. So it's inevitable. Like, I follow another guy, a couple of people on that, but obviously there's is it Goddard? Yeah, Goddard, and he spoke about, you know, the power of the law of attraction and stuff like that. And, you know, he basically says if you feel as though you already have your desired outcome, whatever that might be, whether it be wealth, health, abundance, feel it and say it to the universe, then, you know, eventually over time your reality has to project that, because your subconscious doesn't know any different. So this is why, you know, I always practice and I say to myself, like, you know, consciousness is your canvas. But yeah, it's I'm just down by the brook today. Well, I've just come down to the bit where the doggies come down, and you know, they absolutely love it down here. The doggies are having a bit of a fight, but yeah, it's absolutely fantastic there. Absolutely fantastic day. And I think I'm gonna have a walk up here now. I'll go onto these back fields. We'll go up here. So yeah, just back to what I was saying. You know, say what, you know, what if you used to say for once in your life, you know, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am abundant, I am Christ consciousness. You know, live in the now, because your past no longer exists. You know, we can learn from our past, and even the future. Don't look and think to yourself, right, well, why is it not happening now? Just know, like, already be it and know it. Know who you are, you know, and then eventually over time, it has to reflect. It's just the law of attraction, assumption, detachment. You know, if you actually go online and look into some of these practices, because I've started doing it myself, and I've just started to slowly see my life change. You know, it's encouraged me to go on and start my own channel. And I'll be honest with you guys, right, a lot of the time I wake up in the morning and I think to myself, what am I going to talk about? But then I realise and think to myself, well, you know what? I can talk about anything, because God put us on this earth, or the creator, you know, starter of the universe, whatever you believe in or whatever you want to say, or what you believe in, is we wasn't put on this earth just to exist, you know, and work or whatever. Like, we was put on this earth to build, create, and you know, live life to the fullest. So, you know, listen to your heart, listen to your gut, follow your intuition. And I'm also very big into like angel numbers and stuff like that, because just over these past few weeks I've been starting to see a lot of numbers reappearing in my life. And to be fair, I've actually been seeing quite a few eights and 888 or eights just in general, especially in Chinese culture. They they believe that this signifies like prosperity, wealth, abundance. And it actually kind of makes sense, that, because if you look at the Greeks and you look at like the 8, if you actually look at it, it's like an 8 that just goes like that, which stands, if you put it on its side, in Greek mythology, or what they believe in, actually stands for infinity, which means everlasting. Which to me, I take a lot of that in and think to myself, well, our lives are everlasting, we are eternal, because if we think that we come into this life and then that's it, you know, like, we get this body, we come and then we go. But I don't believe that, because I believe that obviously once our bodies are merely just vehicles. And you know, obviously once we do pass away, then I believe we either go on to a higher realm, or we go on to the next body, or whatever the soul of which we are, we choose to what we attach to, and then we go on to the next life. So there's nothing to worry about, guys, which makes me think to myself, well, why do we worry about taking chances, or why do we worry about, just taking risks? If you want to do something in life, you do it, a bit like me doing this channel. And I just started going back to the gym. I've started on my health journey, because every morning I wake up and I say, I am healthy, I am wealthy, and I am abundance. And I mark my words, right, I'll tell you right now, yeah, my life has started to change, and it has started to change for the better, for my family and for everything. And you will see, I will be living proof in the years to come. You'll see my life change, because you'll be on this journey with me. And I'm doing this not just for me, but I'm doing it for you guys as well, just to let you know that you are the power. You can do it. You are amazing, and you can do anything in life. So yeah, but I think I'm going to leave the video at that now, because I feel as though I've said everything that I wanted to say that's been on my mind at the moment. But thank you very much for the support. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Also, I have put a buy me a coffee link in the description. If you want to buy me a coffee, by all means do so. But everything that I will be receiving, and I am gratefully, appreciative of that, I will be putting it towards the progress of the channel, reinvesting, and just basically making better content for you guys for the future. So yeah, remember, you are amazing. You can do anything. Peace.